My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Nadtra, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. So that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool, we do some confined water skills, we'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore, it's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, from being, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've gone snorkeling a few times, or I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity right now.
Welcome back to the stream. We are back with North American Dirt Track Racing Association. It is week 6 here at Knoxville, brought to you by A&J Custom Landscaping. This is Got Your Six Racing Network. As always, we are racing for awareness of veterans' issues. I used to say 22 veterans a day took their own lives. That number has fallen from the research I did this week, down to 17. So getting the word out by all the interested parties is working. If you know a veteran out there that may be hurting, maybe you haven't heard from them in a while, please reach out, let them know you're thinking about them. I'd like to thank the good folks at Mission 22 for providing us with promo videos, and we play videos from companies that are doing great things for veterans every night on Got Your Six Racing Network. If you're coming back, thank you for returning. If you're new, welcome to the show. We got a race. It looks like we're going to have a 50-lap feature here tonight in the 358s. This is North American Dirt Track Racing Association. Open set, so all these cars have been set up for each driver. Looking forward to a great night. Looks like we have a super turnout. Currently 19 cars showed up so far. The green flag will drop here in about 3 minutes. Looking forward to the drivers meeting here momentarily. Not sure if we'll listen in or not, but again, welcome to the show. Of course, if we were at the real Knoxville this week, that would be something else with the Knoxville Nationals going on. Start watching your calendars. Veterans Day week, we're going to have a 4-day co-sanctioned event. Big money payout race. We will be announcing that on Got Your Six Racing Network. So if you need more info, make sure that you check us out on Thursdays and Friday nights. Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights tomorrow night, kicking off at 6:45 Eastern Time. Tonight we're running the 358s in NADTRA. Tomorrow night we'll be running 358s limited late models and close out the night with the 305 sprint cars. Taking a quick look at the point standings, Keaton Holder currently in first with 347 points. Clay Christopherson's in P2. Austin Baker in 3. Michael Vitale in 4. Garrett Zimmer is 5th place in the points. Anthony Morano, Jason Henry, Scott Holmes, Joseph Corns, and Logan Wentz rounds out your field of that's your top 10 in the points. So all those gentlemen are here with us tonight. We're getting ready to go qualifying. We will bring that to you. Waiting for that first car to come out on the track. Looks like it's Alex Robinson in the my board says 3. Looks like he's in the 88 machine. Go on board for a lap around Knoxville. You can see that bottom side starting to wear out already. The night will carry over, so this will be interesting. Running that high side. Don't know if he'll go down low on his second lap. Looks like a low exit off of turn number 2. Got up into the marbles on that lap. We'll see how this plays out. $19,788. Joseph Corns in the 0.99. Logan Wentz to the top of the board with a 19,641. Now Austin Baker betters that with a 19,580. Anthony Morano up to P2. Scott Holmes in the 519 machine, part of the Morano Racing gang. See how the 519 does tonight. Second quick, Adam Flieger puts the 38 car on the pole currently with a 194.62. Gears Unlimited owner Billy Roberts out on the track in the 99 machine. Big shout out to Gears Unlimited and Mr. Billy Roberts as he sponsors a ton of cars and a ton of racing events. Greatly appreciated, Mr. Roberts. 19.473, good enough for second quick currently. DV Runkle already wrapped up. Go on board with Michael Vitale in the 213. Fourth quick, 19.530. Air Force veteran. I'd like to thank Michael for his service to our country. It's greatly appreciated. Looks like we are wrapping up. 19.567 on his second lap for Michael. Carson Robertson in the 12 car, coming for his first time lap, running off that bottom side, takes the green flag. He holds that machine down low, gets up on the berm on the inside. We'll see how that affects his time. Six quick, 19.556 on his first lap. Your points leader, Keaton Holder, waiting to go out on the track late in the 97 machine. See how your points leader does here. Coming to the green flag for his 2 qualifying laps. Keeping that car down on the bottom side. Little on the berm at the exit of turn number 2. Second quick, 19.439 for your points leader, Keaton Holder. Jordan LaFawn in the number 15 machine, driver out of Indiana with a 19.492. Good enough for 6 quick for Jordan. We'll go back with Keaton and see how he's coming to his second time lap. Can he improve? 19.452 for Keaton Holder. Looks like he will roll off P2. Jordan LaFawn running the middle lane there. Shuts it down. Third quick, 19.455 for Jordan LaFawn. I don't see Clay Christopherson in the field tonight. Second in the points, so opportunity for those behind him. Austin Baker is also, he's in the field. Michael Vitale, we already talked to. Garrett Zimmer, I didn't see Garrett yet today, and Garrett is not with us tonight either. So big changes at the top of the board tonight possible. With some of these drivers have good runs. We will go to heat racing here momentarily. North American Dirt Track Racing Association in their second season. If you're interested in joining, check them out on Facebook or get a hold of DV Runkle. Get signed up. Great group of guys. Love working with them. Looks like your points leader will roll off on the pole. Keaton Holder on the inside of road number 1. Jordan LaFawn to his outside. Billy Roberts will roll off on the inside of road number 2 with Michael Vitale to his outside. Jake Henry and Logan Wentz in row number 3. DV Runkle and Dominic Gibson in row number 4. Wyatt Bohannon and Clayton Hack round out your field of 10 drivers for heat number 1. We'll take a quick look at the weather here in Knoxville, Iowa. Like about 75 degrees. High humidity as always. Keaton Holder looking to hold that points lead. He got a tough task to his outside in Jordan LaFawn, fairly new to North American Dirt Track Racing Association. Do have some history with Jordan running Friday Night Lights with us. Super driver. Not sure who we're waiting on here. Looks like we're waiting on Dominic Gibson and Clayton Hack. Calls for 10 to the grid. It looks like they are not going to make the grid. So we're getting ready to go here with your points leader on the pole with Jordan LaFawn to his outside. We watched the 2:13 of Michael Vitale run in an earlier 3:58 race at Lernerville tonight. Put it on the podium. So great run by Vitale and the Murano Racing crew. Got 8 laps to get it done. Everybody will head to the feature tonight. One to go. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're getting ready to go. Battle in heat number 1 here at Knoxville. Got a few new drivers in the field that I don't recognize the names. That's good to see. I'd like to welcome all new drivers to the show. Coming towards the green flag. Start is on green. Keaton Holder will work towards the flag stand. The green flag is out. We are underway. Keaton Holder on the low side. Jordan LaFawn running about a 1 car width above him. Looks like Jordan LaFawn will take the lead into turn number 1. 97 car of Keaton Holder falls back to P2. Michael Vitale in the 213 in P3. We will go on board with second place driver and your points leader as he falls in line behind the 15 or 11, depending on which number you're looking at. You can see the track starting to get pretty slick. Holder putting the pressure on Jordan LaFawn. Not sure how aggressive Keaton Holder will get at this point, knowing that everybody heads to the feature. Sure he wants to get max points tonight. Logan Wentz in the number 18 machine is with us. Jake Henry in the orange 171 is with us. DV Runkle in the 44 machine at the tail end of the field. Up front, LaFawn, Keaton Holder not giving much room to the 11 car, not letting LaFawn get away from the pack. Top 2 are pulling away from the field a little bit. Uh-oh, don't know what happened. Keaton Holder falls back into P5. Just saw him go by on the bottom side of the camera. 99 car, Billy Roberts up there putting pressure on the 213 of Vitale. Looks like Roberts will have the advantage on the high side. Michael Vitale fighting back on that low side in the 213 machine. As the 11 of LaFawn pulls away from the field. LaFawn, Roberts, Vitale, Wentz, Henry are your top 5. Michael Vitale looking for a great night, looking for another podium. 1 lap to go. Jordan LaFawn set sail, got a second gap between himself and second place Billy Roberts in the 99 machine. 1 more corner to navigate and run toward the finish. It looks like Holder got in another incident in the back. Looks like Holder will be starting further back in the feature. He didn't want to see that tonight. But with second place Christofferson not with us, that might not be that bad of a deal. Heat 2 coming to the grid. Kelly Wheeler on the inside of row number 1. Adam Flieger to his outside. Scott T. Holmes and Carson Robertson in row number 2. Austin Baker, Anthony Morano in row number 3. Joseph Corns, Alex Robinson in 4. And there is Clay Christofferson. So second place in the points is with us. He will start at the tail end of heat number 2. Kelly Wheeler in the 11 car, another Murano Racing driver. Both the 2 cars on the inside from Murano Racing. Sporting their new sponsor W on all of the, not all of the cars out here, but that logo is starting to make it. To thank those good folks for sponsoring drivers. Adam Flieger in the 38 machine to his outside. Carson Robertson and Scott T. Holmes in the 519 are in row number 2. Austin Baker in the 09 with Anthony Morano in the 32 machine to his outside. Anthony, another one of the Murano Racing crew that put it on the podium in the big block and 358 mix race at Lernerville before we came here. Austin Baker in the 09, Joseph Corns in the 99. I guess Clay Christofferson didn't make the field. Up front, start is on the green flag, and Kelly Wheeler will bring us to that green flag. Got his teammate behind him in the 519. Pace truck is off. We are waiting for the green flag. We'll take that long, slow crawl to the flag stand. Green flag is out. We are underway. Levin kind of went up high. Got a funny start there. Takes the lead nonetheless with Scott T. Holmes to his rear bumper. Carson Robertson in the 12 machine. Anthony Morano in the 32. The boss man from Murano Racing in that 32 machine. Austin Baker in the 9. Alex Robertson, Joseph Corn side by side. Up front, Kelly Wheeler's got his mirror if he uses one full of Scott T. Holmes as he tries to drive the 519 to the front of the field. Go on board with the 519 as he tracks down your leader. These two are teammates. Not sure how hard they will press each other here. Go on board with Anthony Morano. Can't really read it, but that heart is for his wife, Sherry, who rides along with the 32 in all the races that he races in. Sherry, if you're out there, greatly appreciate you supporting Anthony while he runs with us. Side by side at the line, Wheeler and Holmes. 12 car makes contact to the rear bumper of Scott Holmes in the 519. They are nose to tail, working lap 5 of 8. Wheeler, Holmes, Robertson, Morano, Baker are your top 5. Now the 12 car, Carson Robertson up there. The green and black car falls out of line. He's going to give that bottom side a chance. We got 3 lines working. We're going to go 3 wide in turn number 2. They thought better of it at the exit and settled back in 2 by 2. Up front, Scott Holmes putting all the pressure on his teammate, Kelly Wheeler. Looks like that outside is starting to work in. Not a lot of drive off the inside. I only saw Anthony Morano gets into the back. You got 3 Morano racing drivers running 1, 2, 3. Kelly Wheeler, Anthony Morano, now Austin Baker in the 09. He's going to take a peek on the inside of the 32 of Morano. Not sure what happened there. That was the checkered flag. Holmes, Wheeler, Morano, Baker, Robertson, your top 5. We will go to 5 minutes of warm-up, ladies and gentlemen, so we will be right back.
Yes, that's why. So we'll just give them a quick brush, and then we'll get our stuff on, and then we have like an obstacle course. And so
why I'm smiling.
You don't know why you're smiling? We always smile. Smiling's the best.
The Mission 22 Equine Program is a riding program for children of veterans. We also serve grandchildren or direct family members of veterans.
It's a lot of fun, and I've always loved horses.
We have private lessons and group lessons, but it's not just riding. You know, riding lessons, people just think that that's all it is. But we have the opportunity here to really build confidence, to lower stress levels, to give them an outlet and opportunity to spend time doing something healthy and productive. Mission 22 is really based on the foundation of the importance for family. It's why we're supporting families here. So in a time where kids' programs are being canceled left and right, school is shut down, they're not able to be around their friends, you know, being able to have an opportunity where they can just be together and let go of that stress and be around people. Again, honestly, it's just really that simple, being around people. You know, who would have thought that it was something as simple as that?
That's okay. You want to grab his reins, and then I'll have you walk him forward.
It's really a special thing to watch these kids come every week and build a partnership and a relationship with their horse. It lets them forget about everything that's going on in life, being able to come here, kind of shut the world out a little bit, and have a really stress-free, fun environment.
There's tons of studies that have been done on lowering of cortisol levels of children, and especially with children of veterans, often growing up in a household that can be a more stressful place, to be able to have an outlet where they can be outside, fresh air, horses around them, and just growing in that confidence.
Horses are really unique. They're very intuitive to people. They're very emotionally intelligent. They're very emotional animals, very in tune to people. They have a great way of reading people as well. They can pick up on if you're feeling nervous or scared or excited. They're very reflective to how you feel. And so it's a great way to kind of check in with yourself and see how you're feeling, because they'll let you know.
When you're riding bareback, it's really important to think about keeping your thighs nice and snug.
Watch your spacing. Remember 1 to 2 horse lengths in between. Nice work. Yep, then you're going to go through the blue barrels, and you can weave through them, and you can walk through them.
Before we came to Central Oregon, we were based out of Portland. So we were renting an office in the city, we were having to pay to board horses, and it was getting to be exceptionally expensive. And so what it came down to was an opportunity to have a facility that we could grow programs out, that we could have the equine program on our own property, that we can continue to operate during a time that nobody really knew kind of what was happening next. And so having our own facility gave us the freedom to continue serving the families that we care about.
It's so fun to see parents come and talk to each other, and being able to kind of share stories, watch their kids together is a really neat thing. Talk about just life in general, having a place to come and to really connect with people.
Obstacles. I really like riding the horse because it's the best thing ever, and it's so exciting.
By supporting families of veterans on this property through the equine program, it really gives us the opportunity to show that importance. So we're not just supporting their kids, but we're supporting their families. They're having a community here, and building that strong family foundation builds a strong veteran. And that is something that we very much believe in, is supporting the family, supporting the veteran, and that cohesiveness together.
Welcome back. It's time to go heat racing. We have 50 laps around Knoxville. We are getting ready to bring the field to the grid here. We'll get a quick look at where everybody is going to line up tonight. Kelly Wheeler and Billy Roberts on the front row. Scott T. Holmes, Jordan LaFawn in row number 2. Michael Vitale, Anthony Morano in 3. Logan Wentz, Austin Baker in 4. D.V. Runkle, Alex Robertson in row number 5. Jake Henry, Adam Flieger in 6. Keaton Holder, Joseph Corns in 7. Wyatt Bohannon, Carson Robertson in row number 8. Dominic Gibson, Clay Christopherson in 9. And Clayton Hack rounds out your field of 19 drivers. Again, Kelly Wheeler in the number 11 Murano Racing Machine will roll off on the pole with Gears Unlimited driver Billy Roberts to his outside. Watch that row 3. We talked about the Murano Racing crew. Both of those cars sat on the podium in an earlier race at Lernerville. So we'll have to see how those drivers continue their good fortunes. Scott Holmes and Jordan LaFawn in row number 2. We've got a stacked front of the field. We will see how this plays out. I did not catch if Clay Christopherson is with us. Yes, he is. Missed his qualifying. Missed his heat race. Put the 51, currently second in the points at the back of the field. Back there with our points leader, Keaton Holder, in the 97 machine. So those two racing for points in the back of the field. We'll see how they make it up through the field. Couple cars making contact there in the back. D.V. Runkle in the 09, or Austin Baker, my apologies. Logan Wentz in the 18. Light blue color there. You can see his teammates in front of him in Vitale and Morano. It will be Billy Robertson, my apologies, Kelly Wheeler that takes us to the green flag. Good looking ride that Kelly has in that 11 machine. 50 laps to get it done for week number 6. Pace truck is off. Restart will be on green. Green flag is out. We are underway. 50 laps to go. Wheeler dives down low in the slick there. Billy Roberts running just outside that slick. Looks like LaFawn made contact with the 519 of Scott Holmes. Now Morano wants in the action in the 32 machine. Got Logan Wentz, 3 teammates right there close by. Michael Vitale down on the inside. Austin Baker in the 09. We will look back for your points leader. He looks like he's trying to make it up through the field. Not sure who that is over on their lid. Caution does come out. We will take a, looks like Alex Robinson was involved in that incident. Let's take a look at what happened to Alex. Sliding up high outside the 38 car of Flieger. Gets out in the marbles there a little bit. Just comes back down, gets into Flieger, goes for a ride. On his lid. So that'll be a tow to the pits. Brings out the caution. Looks like Billy Roberts took the lead away from the 11 car, put the 99 on the point. He will start with the 11 car of Kelly Wheeler to his outside. We got the Morano gang right behind him. Scott Holmes. Anthony Morano. Logan Wentz. This restart will be on the leader. Lights are still on the pace truck. Working lap 3 of 50. The lights were off on the pace truck momentarily. I heard that we are not going to go green this time by. Lights are back on. So we will do at least one more circuit around here at Knoxville, home of the Sprint Car Hall of Fame. '11 car and the 99 swap places, so I don't know if the that higher side might be the place to be. Billy Roberts is going to be trapped down low. The only advantage is this restart is on the leader, not on the green flag. Michael Vitale dropped back on the start, currently running in 7th position in the 213 machine. Pace truck is off. This restart will be on Billy Roberts, and he's going to go right now. The 99 car, Independence, Missouri driver, going to run that high side, so he does clear the 11. Scott Holmes now, he's on the inside of the 11 of Jordan LaFawn. These cars will get single file here before too long. Anthony Morano working that bottom side. You got the 9 car of Austin Baker to his outside. Morano might be stuck down there for a while unless his teammate, the 213 of Vitale, lets him back on that high side. Looks like he will. Michael Vitale, D.V. Runkle in the 44, currently running at P number 9. Your points leader running in 10th has cracked the top 10. Clay Christopherson is up 5. He's second in the points in the 51 machine. Up front, Billy Roberts running away from the field. Jordan LaFawn in P2. Billy Roberts getting on a roll early. We will go on board with Billy Roberts for a ride around Knoxville. You can see him coming out of turn number 2. Running right above the slick there, trying to get on the in that grip. That is a lap around Knoxville. Jordan LaFawn in the 11th, losing track of Billy Roberts. Billy Roberts having a heck of a run, working lap 7 of 50. Not sure if fuel will come into play. We will see here in about 30 minutes or so. Scott Holmes battling it out with Logan Wentz. Everybody settling in. 9 car Baker. Caution comes back out. Looks like Adam Flieger involved in an incident in the 38 machine. Oh, looks like the 88 gets loose up high. Big impact into the outside wall. Nowhere for Flieger to go there. Gets up into the marbles, comes down on the 38 car. Both those drivers into the outside fence. That will be a quick repair and back at it for those 2 drivers. Billy Roberts, the class of the field so far. Good to see the 99 having a great run tonight. Billy Roberts still on the point here, working lap 10 of 50. Got the 5:19 car to his outside. Big pile up on the last restart. We will see how the next restart goes. Got a long way to go here, hoping the drivers settle into a good running pace. Pace truck exits. It will come back out on the track, collect the field back up. We will not go green this time by. Leader is slowing up. There is the pace truck. We should get one to go this next time by. Still waiting on the call for that last caution. Not sure what that call is going to be. I don't see any EOLs being dished out yet. We will turn into a race chat here. Your points leader up to P6, so making some advancements there. Yellow or green flag is back out. Billy Roberts gets away from the field once again. The 5:19 of Scott T. Holmes to his rear bumper. Wentz falls in line in the 18, followed by Austin Baker. Vital up to P5. Keaton Holder, your points leader, he has battled back. He's up 7 from his starting position. Clay Christopherson second in the points. He's up to P10. Up 8 from his starting position. So as those two start making their way to the front, another caution comes back out. My indicator is telling me Kelly Wheeler in the 11 machine brought out the caution. We shall see. 88 slides up once again, gets into the 11 car. Over he goes. Flips back over on his wheels with a damaged race car. Billy Roberts still at the front of the field, working lap 12 of 50. Roberts, Holmes, Wentz, Baker, Vitale are your top 5. Points leader Keaton Holder is in P6. Clay Christopherson in P10. The 51 of Christopherson needs to get up in front of the 7 car if he wants to make up any ground on the points leader. Working lap 12 of 50. Murano drivers running 2-3 currently. Billy Roberts with the restart. We are back under green. Great start by the 99, running right above the slick. 519 and 18 fall in line with him. No one jumping out of line quite yet. Austin Baker in the 9 car, also in line. Vitale in the 213. Keaton Holder, your points leader, is going to try that outside, see if he can't gain ground. On the outside of D.V. Runkle. He will make the pass, move your points leader up to P6. Clay Christopherson in the 51 machine. Stuck behind the 171. Jake Henry, Carson Robertson. These drivers just biding their time. 50 laps is a long way to go. Jace Joseph Korn's back there in the 99J machine. Anthony Morano trying to work his way back up through the field after early incidents. He's battling out with Joseph Korns, Jordan LaFawn in the number 15 or 11 on the track. Alex Robinson back there in the 88. Kelly Wheeler, Adam Flieger. Up front, Billy Roberts pulling away from the field. Got over a second gap between himself and Scott Holmes. It is a little bit closer battle between Holmes, Wentz, and Baker. There's a look back from Scott Holmes as Logan Wentz puts on the pressure. You can see that track getting super slick. Car's starting to bounce around a little bit. Looks like Keaton Holder took the car way down low, jumped it over the berm, running a different line than everybody else. You can see Clay Christopherson in the 51 car peeking his nose into the action. So he's trying to follow the 97 as it bicycles through turn number 3 and 4. Again, these are open setup cars. No two cars are identical. .171 into the outside wall, which should open the door for the 51 of Clay Christopherson. He's working that bottom side. Up front, Billy Roberts checking out on the field, increasing his lead to almost a second and a half, a little over a second and a half now. 519 of Scott T. Holmes in P2. Logan Wentz in 3. Keaton Holder now, your points leader, up to P4 as he slides underneath Austin Baker in the 09. The 51 of Clay Christopherson thought about taking it 3 wide there for a moment. Not sure what happened to Vitale. We saw that front end of that 213 come up. Morano dives the 32 in. Makes contact. We were 3 wide behind. We will take a look. Jake Henry in an incident. We saw the 32 dive it in really deep. Just gets up into the 171. Gets into the 171 and his teammate, the 213 of Vital. Billy Roberts doesn't like to see these cautions coming out as he was continuing to pull away from the field. Billy Roberts still at the front of the field. We are working lap 23 of 50, so not quite halfway home yet. Did get quite a few green laps in that last run. Again, at the conclusion of the race, we will interview the top 3 drivers that finish on the podium, as we always do. Again, if you're out there, you're tuning in for the first time, welcome aboard. Got Your Six Racing Network. If you've come back, thanks for returning. Please let us know if you like what we got going on. More importantly, if you don't like what we got going on, please send us a message how we can improve what we do for the drivers. That would be greatly appreciated. Pace truck should exit next time by, leaving the field. The Billy Roberts in the 99 machine. Scott Holmes not being able to make up any ground on the 99. He doesn't waste any time. He is on the loud pedal. 99 Billy Roberts opens up a almost half-second gap. 519 to Scott Holmes. Tries a little bit of a slider line there. Shallow slider line, but a slider line nonetheless. Logan Wentz, that track is getting super bumpy. Keaton Holder in the 7 car up to P4, looking underneath the 18. Thought about a slide job, thought better of it. Now Holder and Christofferson, the 51 and the 7, running nose to tail. That is a battle for the points lead. Both those drivers trying to get underneath the 18 of Logan Wentz. Go on board with Christofferson, currently running in P5, up 13 from his starting position. Hear him working the throttle, see his hands busy in the cockpit, trying to run the bottom on a slick Knoxville. Holder up high. Robert Christofferson down low, can't get drive off the bottom of the corner. Saw Scott Holmes running extreme high side. Thought about taking it 3 wide. Logan Wentz on the bottom in the 18, Murano Racing driver. Everyone back in line. Looks like Keaton Holder. He's looking at the 519. Your points leader wants P2. Slides up. That was close. 2 cars up on the berm. That's Christofferson and Holmes. Looks like Holmes thought about a crossover move. Clay Christofferson now working on the 519. Billy Roberts checking out over a second gap. On second place now, your points leader of Keaton Holder. Looks like Jordan LaFawn coming back up through the field. LaFawn was in the back of the field after an early incident. Working lap 30 up 50. LaFawn currently up to P5. From the front to the back and back to the front for the 11 car, putting some pressure on the 519 of Scott Holmes, trying to work that bottom side. Quite a few drivers getting that bottom side to work. Looks like your top 3 are going to move back up to the high side. First car on the low side is the 11 of Jordan LaFawn. There is a look at your top 4. We'll go up front as Holder puts pressure, makes a pass. Put your points leader on the lead. 97 car makes a pass on the 99 of Billy Roberts. Billy Roberts held down the point for 33 laps. Your points leader looking for a victory. Billy Roberts, Clay Christofferson, now your top 2 in points, have made their way to the front of the field, and they are pulling away from the 11 car of Jordan LaFawn. Caution comes back out. Looks like Jason Henry was involved in an incident. We will take a look in the 171 machine. Makes contact with the 32. We will have to go back and take a better look at that. 171 was down low. Coming off the exit of turn 2, you see the 32 car of Murano with a good run on the outside. .171 pulls up in line in front of the 32. That takes both those drivers out of the race. 38 makes contact. Your points leader takes over the lead in the 7 car, or 97, depending on which number you're looking at. Points leader Keaton Holder on the point. Billy Roberts, Clay Christopherson, Jordan LaFawn, Scott Holmes make up your top 5. Working lap 34 of 50. Pace truck should exit next time by. Late cautions brings the field back together. Front 3 tighten up as we come towards the green flag. Keaton Holder will start the race. Little bit of a lead over Billy Roberts in P2. Clay Christopherson, top 4, nose to tail. First car down low, Scott Holmes in the 519 car. He loses a little bit of ground on the top 4. Jordan LaFawn now in the 11 car, 51 of Clay Christopherson. He'll make the pass. Put the 1-2 in the points, running 1-2 in the race. Looks like the 99 cutting out a little bit there. Knoxville starting to get super slick, which will create multiple lanes of racing. As you see the number 11 car dive it down low. Driver out of Indiana trying to get by the 99. Driver out of Missouri, Billy Roberts. Up front, Holder now. Clay Christopherson putting the heat on. Working lap 37 of 50. Scott Holmes in the 519 is the 5th running car. Caution does come back out. Alex Robinson involved. Once again, in the 88 machine on the track. Gets in the back of Vital, slides up, gets in the 11. Collects Adam Flieger. '99 car, Billy Roberts led the first 33 laps. See if the 99 can hold on for a podium here. Jordan LaFawn to the rear of the 99. Once again, Keaton Holder in the 7 car will bring us to the green flag here. We will go back, working lap 39 of 50. Lights are off on the pace truck, so the pace truck will exit next time by. Pace truck is off. We are back under green. We are racing with the 7 car of Keaton Holder on the point. Clay Christopherson in the 51. Decent restart for your top 2. Scott Holmes decided to take it 3 wide, tried to dive that 519 car down low. Billy Roberts currently in the 3rd and final podium position. Keaton Holder goes down low. Craig Christopherson with a great run. Just caution comes out at the wrong time. Adam Flieger, Anthony Morano involved in an incident. Morano just gets into that outside wall, collects Flieger, collects the 171, collects the 11 car. Track starting to get super slick. Second in the points, Clay Christopherson tried to go with the slider there right before the caution came out. Couldn't quite make it stick. Working lap 40 of 50, got a ways to go. Keaton Holder still at the front of the field. We should be going green next time by, hoping for a long run to the finish here. So those top 2, top 3 can battle it out. Don't count out Billy Roberts. Billy Roberts just falling out of the last and podium. Looks like the lights are still on the pace truck, so we will go at least one more time around. Pace truck will exit this time by. Get ready to go back green. Pace truck is off. We are back under green. Clay Christopherson with a decent restart. Doesn't let your leader get too far out in front of him. Jordan LaFawn now up to P3 with Billy Roberts, the first car on the outside, looking in at a podium finish. Scott Holmes in the 519 still battling back in P5. LaFawn putting pressure on the 51 of Clay Christopherson. See if Clay Christopherson can get back to the rear bumper of the 97. Looks like he gets up on the berm. Him and LaFawn both holds up those 2 cars. Holder running a good race. Lap 43 of 50. Clay Christopherson in P2. And Jordan LaFawn in P3. We will look back from Keaton Holder to second place Clay Christopherson in the 51. Looks like Christopherson kind of drifts through the corner a little better than the 7 car does. You can hear the cars bouncing around. Alex Robinson once again involved in an incident. Bounces his way into that outside wall. So caution is back out on lap 46 of 50. So it's a few laps left to go. Christopherson trying to set up a late race pass for the win. Got Jordan LaFawn back there and Billy Roberts, Scott T. Holmes. Those are your top 5. Getting ready to go back green. Hopefully we have a 6-lap shootout. Looks like Jordan LaFawn laying back in the 11 car. Lights are off on the pace truck. Pace truck is off, as is the 97. Holds up the field there. Trying to vary his start. Takes the green flag. Top 4, single file. Scott, top 5, single file. DV Runkle into 44. Good run for the 44 tonight. Saw somebody get up into that outside wall. Could have been the 171 once again. Corns gets up into the outside wall. 171 tries to avoid it. Just can't get it cut down soon enough. Again, welcome to Week 6, North American Dirt Track Racing Association. We should get the 1 to go this time by. Holder, Christopherson, LaFawn, Roberts, Holmes, your top 5. Pace truck should exit this time by. Keaton Holder back at the lead. Gets a great start over Christopherson this time. Clay does not get as good of a restart as he has been. Billy Roberts throws the 99 down low, trying to make something happen on that bottom side. Everyone else running the top side. See if he can't get that bottom side to come in. Slide job moves up in front of the 519. So no ground lost by the 99 for giving that a try. Now Jordan LaFawn in the 11. He's going to try the bottom side. Holder and Christopherson battling it out. Lap 58 or 48 of 50. Christopherson pulls up to the rear bumper, gets on that inside berm. 2 to go. LaFawn getting that bottom to work. Almost took it 3 wide that time. Holder down low, LaFawn down low. Christopherson now the only car on that outside. Both those bottom cars get on that inside berm. LaFawn makes the bottom work. Put the 11 car up to P1. He gets by Christopherson and Holder on the last lap. Keaton Holder going to try to get underneath. There's very little room. Those two make contact. It's going to be a drag race. Holder on the bottom, LaFawn on the high side. Give the win to LaFawn, Holder, Christopherson. What a great finish by those 3 drivers. So a long night of cautions. Your top 5, LaFawn, Holder, Christopherson, Billy Roberts, and Carson Robertson. Great run to the end by those drivers. We will get an interview with those gentlemen here momentarily. So in the end, we had a lot of cautions, but man, what a run to the end by those gentlemen. Great to see. There is your finishing order. LaFawn from Full Send Motorsports, Keaton Holder, Clay Christopherson. I see Clay Christopherson in the booth, so we will jump over and get a quick word with Clay. Clay, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, so we had a lot of cautions, right? So it looked like the 51, man, at one time you pulled a slider there, took over the lead, caution came out and kind of ruined that attempt. Great battle to the end, man. How was your night?
It was pretty good for, I mean, the issues I had steering wheel issues and updates on my profiler for my wheel and stuff, and I got in and had to start dead last in the feature, and I'm like, well, we'll see how it goes. This is a really wide track, and I put in a slick setup for 100 lapper, and she came in about 20 to go. I was a lot faster, but my brakes are definitely red hot.
Yeah, man.
I think me and LaFawn both were checking up like crazy.
You moved up 15 from your start, so I kind of noticed that too. Do you think you could have got by Holder? You two are 1-2 in the points, man. So that was kind of an important one position. How do you think you could have got around him? It looks like he anticipated where you were going to go.
Yeah, it was very one lane. It was top 1, 2, 3, 4 bottom, and it was like that for most of the time. I mean, luckily I found the bottom pretty quick, so I was able to pass some cars that way. But for the most part, I had to try high side 3 and 4. I knew LaFawn was going to try bottom 1 and 2, and I knew it was going to come in, but I was hoping I'd get past LaFawn so I could try it next lap and make the same move he did. But it was just a risk. I was like, oh, it's either third or first. So it was an ultimatum right there, and I chose third apparently.
You know what, man? But that's all right, because I'll take third any day. It's another podium. What you couldn't have done is lost a lot of ground to the 97 car or the 7, whichever. Got different numbers here. But you moved up 15 from your starting position, man. You missed qualifying. You missed the heat, and still you put the 51 on the podium, which, man, I love watching you guys drive. So this league has definitely improved over the last probably couple months, man. It's super fun to watch. You got anybody
we've been getting some really quick guys in here. It's the Volusia race, I think, was the highest rating we had. I mean, the Volusia race, we had some big boys in there, and that was a great race. For thinking wise, I have to thank Swan Speed Shop for this setup. I mean, the thing was a rocket. I knew it was going to be anything until about 25 to go, 30 to go, which I'm fine with. The end of the race is where it matters where you finish, and I'm a slick driver. If it slicks off, that's when quick. If it's tacky, mid pack. But definitely Swan Speed Shop I have to thank for this setup, and FTM for welcoming me into their team, and Dino for getting me into the team in general. So
Yeah, man, fun to watch. Can't wait to hopefully we see him tomorrow night. If not, I can't wait till next week, man, to see what you guys pull out of the hat here. Next week we're headed to Cedar Lake, so totally different
I will be
style.
there. I missed last week because my wheel messed up. The nut in my wheel that bolts down to my table, it's stripped out because it's just that crappy pot metal, and it stripped out, so I couldn't tighten my wheel down to my table. But I think I got it figured out now, so I will definitely be there tomorrow night, especially Cedar.
Man, I'll send you some duct tape.
Oh, I need it.
We'll strap that thing to the
I got ready for your race. I bolted the table or bolted it down. I was like tightening, and all of a sudden I went tink and loose again. I'm like, oh no. So that's why I was in the grid, but not there.
Yeah, tomorrow night we're actually at Charlotte. Next week for NADTRA we're at Cedar Lake. So
okay.
I'm looking forward to both, man. You guys are putting on a heck
I will
of
be
a
here.
show. I can't wait, man. Great run,
Thank
my
you
brother.
for hosting, by the way, or not hosting, but broadcasting. I love to watch them when I'm all done.
Yeah, man, I enjoy it. Thank you. Great run.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Keaton Holder comes in as your points leader in the number 7 or 97, depending on what number you're looking at. He moves up 11 from his starting position. Keaton, this is Joe. You got me? Man, that was fun to watch. Jordan LaFawn kind of come out of nowhere there late, but you held off the field, man. Walk us through your night.
I don't know. It was pretty slick out there and bumpy. I was just trying to come from the rear and make moves as clean as I could.
Yeah, man, if you watch the broadcast back, we followed you through your journey through the field, man. So you came in as the points leader. It looks like you will protect that points lead. That track got super slick, got super bumpy, but you brought it home P2. Jordan LaFawn pulled a move there at the end, man. So great run by you, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
Yeah, 5-Star Esports and Elite Performance Industries.
All right, man. We're going to see you next week to protect that points lead.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Have a great weekend and a great run.
Yep, thank you.
Yes, sir. Jordan LaFawn in the number 15 car or 11, depending on what number you're looking at, had an up and down night, front of the field to the back of the field, back to the front of the field. Jordan, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir. Joe, how are we doing tonight, brother?
Man, you know what? We need to, I already told you this. We need to swap cell phone numbers as often as we talk on the podium, man. What a great run, my brother. You ran, again, you got into some trouble there early, but you were able to bring it back through the field. Man, walk us through those final few laps.
Yeah. Honestly, about 5 to go there, I was hoping that one of them two in front of me would either A, hit that berm down there, and get a little loose, push up towards the middle a little bit, or B, just hit the high side. That bottom side there in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 was starting to come in there towards the end of the race. And I got lucky. Christopherson went high, and Keaton hit that berm down there, and it pushed him up just a little bit, and I was able to sneak right there up underneath him and held him off for the last couple laps.
Yeah, man. So this is getting fun to watch. I always know come into the race, the 11 car is going to be up in there somewhere. And, man, you got it done once again. So, once again, you got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory?
Yes, sir. As always, the guys over at Full Send Motorsports, NH Lens, Lawn Crafters Lawn Care, Big Bacon Media Gaming, Apex, DKeef Speed, GY6RN, and Friday Night Lights for putting the shows for us on Friday evenings.
Man, gave me goosebumps, my brother.
Unfortunately, Joe, I'm not going to be able to make the race tomorrow. We have a benefit softball tournament for a a fellow friend, and the kids' game is actually tomorrow. So I got the kiddos out there playing in it. So I'm gonna miss tomorrow, but I will be back in action next Thursday and Friday with you guys.
Man, wouldn't have it any other way. Family always comes first, man. My kid, now we're in grandkid days. Man, I wouldn't miss any of that for not for a second, man. As much as I enjoy what we do, so good on you, man. So that'll be great. Go out to the softball gig, and I wish you early, great weekend, man. And hopefully we see you next Thursday night, man. Can't wait to see you run. Matter of fact, you're in another league that some of my guys are thinking about getting in. I heard them talking about it on Discord. Don't know the name of it yet. So you might have some company from the Dirt Track Bank crew. Not too long, man. So we'll see how that plays out. But great run, man. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, man. I wish you a great weekend, and take care of the kids and the significant other. You forgot to thank your significant other once again.
I did. Thanks, babe. Love you.
All right, my brother. Have a great weekend, man, and we will talk to you probably next Thursday.
Yes, sir, my brother. You have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you guys next Thursday.
All right, man. We'll see you.
Yes, sir.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. North American Dirt Track Racing Association week number 6 wraps up here at Knoxville. We saw a late race pass by the 11 car of Jordan LaFont, driver out of Indiana, pulls in front of Keaton Holder and Clay Christopherson. Had a few cautions, but we made it through. Great action at the end of the race, as always. If you're interested in joining North American Dirt Track Racing Association, check them out on Facebook. Get a hold of DV Runkle. Contact us. I'll get you in touch with them. Great group of guys. Good racing. And until then, I guess hopefully you tune in tomorrow night. We will be back with the Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
1, 2, 3. I love it, Molly.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
Our love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home, I'm making my way